Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening on the series JG. Um, so, it's a little bit of an odd thing. Initially we were going to play a scenario right around the Battle of Okehazama where we played as the Chosakabe, jumping in shortly before Motochika takes over. Where the big issue was that I might not have been able to resist the Miyoshi, so I might have had to become a vassal of the Miyoshi and try to play the game as a vassal, expanding in ways that did not annoy my overlord until I was potentially strong enough to defeat them. The more I think about it, the more that might have been interesting, although it's tough to play as a vassal clan because I believe you lose a lot of your income, so it's difficult to expand, but you do get to be independent. Like, you do get to take action. They can demand you send troops to fight in their wars and stuff. But it would have been an interesting and different playstyle. But instead, I opted to go back to an earlier scenario. And now I'm thinking that we may pay for that decision because, although becoming a vassal of the Miyoshi wouldn't have necessarily been desirable, it's something that would have made for a different gameplay experience. And it's something we probably could have recovered from. Now the problem we're going to have is that the Miyoshi are a vassal of someone else in this scenario, so they might just attack us till we die. But that hasn't started yet, and Vulture Bobo wants to tell us a tale about the Imagawa clan. The Battle of Kitsunabashi. The founder of the Hojo clan, Soun, Issei Sozui, was originally a strategist to Uchichika Imagawa's uncle, but after striking out on his own, he would go on to control much of Kanto. During Ujitsuna's reign, Hojo and Imagawa formed separate clans and even went on to become fierce enemies, who fought over the eastern part of Suruga, east of the Fuji River. The Imagawa clan, who had originally ruled the area, could not stand to allow this land to be stolen by the Hojo clan, especially when its founder had once been a retainer to the Imagawa.
There is no command I will not follow.
Now, Uchiyasu, what will you do now that you are surrounded by the enemy? Yoshimoto's plan had already seen the Hojo clan's Kawagoe castle attacked by both branches of the Uesugi clan, the Yamanouchi and the Ogigayatsu, and even Haruji Ashikaga, the Koga Kubo. Uchiyasu dispatched his youngest sister's husband Tsuneshige to defend Kawagoe castle, while he himself marched to fight in Isuruga.
We've got them outnumbered.
He split his forces, a classic but dull strategy. Does he really believe he can defeat me, Yoshimoto, like that?
This is the moment we seize the upper hand.
We have the Takeda's reinforcements. We cannot be defeated. The combined forces of the Imagawa and the Takeda repelled Uchiyasu Hojo at Nagakubo Castle in Kitsunabashi.
There's no hiding our ill fortune.
Some losses here are not to be feared. My true enemy is time. Time alone is not to be wasted. Let's hurry and settle this. He had no time to waste worrying about the outcome of a simple skirmish. Recognizing that he had to turn Yoshimoto's attentions elsewhere, Uchiyasu made a desperate play. As I thought, Uchiyasu was nothing before me, but something about his victory does not sit right. Could he have another trick up his sleeve?
I am tremendously ashamed.
Lord Yoshimoto, I am tremendously ashamed. Please forgive me for not realizing sooner. What? What has happened? A messenger from our ally Horanobu Takeda has recommended that we seek peace with the Hojo.
What in the world?
What? That Horanobu has betrayed us for the Hojo? What? Uchiyasu had met with Horanobu Takeda, who was part of Yoshimoto's reinforcements, and requested peace to be mediated soon after the fighting started. For Horanobu Takeda, this was a chance to earn the gratitude of both the Imagawa and the Hojo. The position of mediator was a fair one indeed. The Hojo would transfer ownership of their castle in Isuruga to the Imagawa in exchange for peace. Is this agreeable?
Very well.
Very well. Very well. Isuruga is beyond Mount Hakone. Protecting it is too much trouble anyhow. It will be given to the Imagawa clan. Isuruga should have always been the Imagawa's. Now that it is back where it should be, there is no reason to continue fighting.
It's vexing, but my hands are tied.
Reluctant as I am to do so, we'll both agree to cease fighting and withdraw our troops.
What a delight.
Then we have peace. It seems all the running about by Horanobu was worth it. Ha ha ha. Dots. While this tentative peace would eventually lead to the so-soon triple-jump moonsault alliance between the Imagawa, Hojo, and Takeda, that was still a far-off future. With this perhaps unfavorable truce in place, Uchiyasu quickly turned to consider his next move. Good, this battle is over. It may seem like a defeat, but I have no regrets in losing Isuruga.
Do not stray.
Wait for me, Tsunashige. I will soon make for Kawagoe Castle. After I stretch my legs a little bit. Goodwill towards the Ashikage is complete in 6 months. I wonder if this will be a big enough fight to actually be controllable. The last one was not. We have an irrigation canal at Oko Castle.
I will see it done.
I think it's really is going to be a big frickin' deal if we can maintain some kind of peace with the Miyoshi. We've taken over an irrigation canal level 2, or rather we built one.
This is it! To battle! My blade thirsts! How should we proceed?
Probably common, usually do Commons Depot. Let's get these markets built first. The places that have room for each. I'm just short a tiny little bit of gold. Can I sell the tiniest amount of supplies ever?
My feet, sir,
I can't stand the sight of you, Shigemune Motoyama's unit. Because we were told he was Super Warrior too. We said we were marching against the mighty that guy.
We've toppled their castle.
Raise the flag of victory. Motoyama Castle, the enemy base is ours. Motoyama Clan have been
They're
annihilated.
to be our prisoner.
We've
Heads
captured
up.
enemy officers. Just tons of them here.
I will enter your service.
We have no grudge against you now. Don't find yourself without a lord.
You will not get me to agree.
He cannot readily surrender. That's too bad.
I will not lose next time.
Alright. So at some point I have to think about putting chiefs in these places, but for now... Ooh, Grimmeth is not happy. His leader's not amazing because I built him wrong.
I didn't dream of a happiness greater than this.
So I need to actually make Colin Owari Sanada is still unattended?
You have my thanks.
I'm in your debt.
I don't think I have anybody else with Eagle Eye to defend us from trick traps. And I don't have a high enough policy to switch anybody around. So let's get somebody appointed everywhere. Vibrant Nova.
I'm truly grateful and happy.
She's truly grateful and happy. Irrigation maintenance, easy commerce, and discretionary power assignment are all available now. Which one makes you happy when you actually... Oh, I haven't been appointing a conservator. Duh. Okay, well, this is a stupid thing that I've done that is stupid. I need to get Ultra Being in charge up here because that will immediately improve things. I just completely blanked on even doing this.
Give my sincerest thanks.
And, Adjacent Clan monthly trust up, which is good, but I think Earl King had this in mind before I switched scenario start time, so that this would help us maintain peace with the Miyoshi. Demence preservation, loyalty up. I think I want that too.
I'm truly grateful and happy.
So I don't have enough prestige for system reform, so let's get Demence preservation.
Consider it taken care of.
It'll take a while, but this should help with, because I just completely forgot about appointing anybody to yeah, so this guy's got garbage stats, so he just got a loyalty down. But Grimmeth, for example, got knocked into being happy because he got a +3. Well, he's moderately happy because he got a +3 for being really freaking good at his job. Miyoshi Clan have begun marching on our domain with a force of about 20,000 soldiers. Their stance with Miyoshi Clan has worsened. Miyoshi Clan are simply too powerful. Expect plenty of compensation to be required. Perhaps we should negotiate for withdrawal from their soldiers. Cannot form an alliance, cannot submit. Try direct negotiations. You want to form a truce. We are willing to accept your conditions, however, it would set a bad example if I don't take something from you. Yeah, there's nothing that they want. So I feel like I might have made a mistake flat out by,
What does this concern?
not the Hosokawa, I mean the,
Out with it.
Mediation cannot be... Yeah, I don't know what I can do here. They're attacking Aki. Hmm.
How should we proceed? The enemy will soon lie broken. This is it. To battle. My blade.
Yeah, I don't know how we win here, actually.
How should we proceed? My feats are insufficient.
Can't stand inside you, Motonari Kozai's unit be gone. Defense preservation policy has been issued. It's my honor and samurai defend this land. Yeah, we won one fight, and then...
Advance!
Ready. Commencing attack on the enemy.
This is it. To battle. My blade.
We certainly have better commanders than they do. But I'm gonna run out of food.
Advance! This is it. To battle. My blade thirsts.
To think that our castle would be attacked.
They were not fit to fight us. approaches. Be ready, everyone.
How should we proceed? With me, the lot of you.
Victory is ours. I've no choice but to withdraw.
Soldiers, raise your voices. Battle awaits.
And the typhoon is hitting, like, everywhere except where we are.
Witness the might of my military. The enemy will soon lie broken.
I think we just,
Advance!
I think we just fought them off. Is an assassin to deal with GQ Miyoshi? I don't know about that. He wants to do a revolt. These guys are untrusting. They do not get along well with us. These guys are not particularly interested. I feel like I need to get them as allies to come watch my back.
Consider it taken care of.
Because I think we actually just got out of that. Because by having much better officers, I didn't get to do any zoom-in battles. Because I didn't march from enough places. But I think they just decided, like... They had... Yeah, their food was running out. And they may be involved in fights over here. No, that doesn't seem to be them fighting. Yeah, that was a thing. So we probably need to prioritize food libraries.
I will see it done.
They don't usually stop you from re-seizing territory that should have been yours to begin with.
May I?
Ashikaga Clan is stressed to reach 100. Would you like to begin negotiations at once? Yeah. I guess if they won't... It must have been the Emperor and not the Shogun that did something before. Or they can't do anything with the vassal clan. So let's get a title. We can't get a title, but we've got... Alright, well, I guess we got 100 trust of them. And we can't get in... So we need to grab some castles before we can get an official post and start talking to the Emperor. Well, professional target, improve our clan. Enlivening castle town center for making our territory. We should look into expanding facilities.
But of course.
Oh, that jerk just wants to stop us from reclaiming our own zone. Which I was just saying they don't usually bother to do.
Turret taken care of.
Advance! This is it. To battle. My blade thirsts.
All right, so we got 300 honor for that for Jaxers Baldo, who's already a senior officer. Yeah, a bunch of people who already had tons of honor got honor. So it really didn't do that much for us. Exceed our goal of 10 cast and facilities. Those who propose the goal should be well rewarded. It'd be nice if you grabbed that territory for yourself, but don't have enough prestige for this. Our balance go from 508 a month to 208 a month, and I'm not sure if that's correct. Because this says exactly the same. We might care more than I have in past games about being really defensible with our castles. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm happy with how that turned out, but still kind of upset that we're already fighting a defensive war against those guys.
There's no better time to display our might.
But if I use the Nakamura guys to provide reinforcements, then I guess I'm going to war against the Kawanoe. And expanding up into their territory next. Because I wanted to make them allies and expand this way, but they don't trust us, and why would they? I want to take over their stuff. And we starved to death and died. But it was after we seized this territory back, so that's good. Clans fought a great many battles. Yeah, I could bestow a daimyo alias. Is he occupy or battle? I think we're going to need him in battle more than anything else. So he's Kunachika's dad, the bravest. Or is he Kunachika? Yeah, he's Kunachika. Motochika's his son. So healer and eloquence, he's a civil guy for sure. And Odasute, the courageous.
Grateful and happy.
So interesting. We've already been attacked by the Miyoshi. We already fended them off once. That's a good sign. Does that mean I should be trying to attack them? That would certainly mess up history. Like if my next move was to have Aki, Oko, and Motoyama all attack Hakuchi, that would be a pretty big thing. But I don't see that happen. How that happens if I don't. Because what I want to do is this. What I really wanted to do actually was get some kind of diplomatic solution over here on this side, so I could attack Nakamura, Shinsuke over here. But I don't know what I want to do next, which maybe makes this a good time to call it a video, so I can stop and think. All right, folks. marching the Oko back and forth and losing all of our food libraries in the process, but we did fend off a much bigger clan who's they got way over here. They got a bunch of guys, but they got 500 plus 5. Call that 1,000. Call that 1,500. 2,000. 4,000. 25. 35. Yeah, like we're actually thanks to powerful created officers, we did really good in combat there. And I don't know, if we're going off the path of history, would it make sense to punish them for that? Would it make more sense to... Nah, it's going to be tough to deal with the Kono, because they only got 2... I think to beat the Kono, I would need to, like, get all my cities fully powered up with troop counts, and then march them together and win a field battle. I think that would be a way to beat the Kono. But honestly, getting a hold of these castles, like, I'm not as worried about this, but, like, I want these castles that are clustered together so that they can support each other. And honestly, if I got Kawanoe, I could ignore these western coastal cities for a while and build these up. I think I could... I'm surprised at how well that combat went. And they didn't fully commit. But they were... Yeah, I think it made a difference that we did this first scenario. If this was the later scenario, I probably would have just accepted vassalization. In this scenario, with only 6 castles and against my awesome created officers, we kind of fought them to a standstill. They would have had, like, between 10 and 11 castles, depending on which later scenario we got. I don't think we could have done that, but it's possible they wouldn't have been able to commit everybody at once. Either way, that was... it's off to an interesting start, and we'll see what happens next time. Bye for now.